There we go. Yo, what's up? So this is a new video idea I had, where it was just literally taking like pieces of my collection and showing off like everything I have. I've been collecting video games, toys, stuff like that for 3 or 4 years, and I'm a very strange person. I do not like buying online. I really like finding stuff in person, whether that's gifts, anything like that. So I figured I would first show off my original Nintendo collection, which is relatively small compared to others, but it's fun. I like it quite a bit. And I'll tell like stories and stuff about like where I got these things and stuff like that as I go. And the reason I chose Nintendo is mainly because I don't have a ton of it, but I have a decent amount to the point where it's fun to talk about. Like, I think the one that I have... God damn it, focus, damn. I think the one I have the least of is probably going to be Super Nintendo or N64, to be honest. I am terrible. I have barely anything to do with N64. I love it, don't get me wrong, but I can never find it in person. It's all online stuff. So I guess I'll start with loose, like what you already see, which is my box games. These are just a couple. I had a ton of boxed Nintendo games from a collection I found at a Salvation Army, and these are the 3 that I kept. I sold a lot of it at the time. That's what I needed to do. I needed to make money. So I have Super Mario Bros. 3, and these are all like complete. I bought this for $10, 10 a piece. That's insane. They are complete and everything. Yes, I'm opening these just to show you because I feel like it. But they have like, they all have all the stuff with them. The manuals, everything. Like, yeah, the manual's in a little bit rough shape, but who cares? This is insane to find at a Salvation Army. And this is when you could find things at a fucking Salvation Army. You can't anymore. I will put that back in carefully later. But yeah, so Super Mario 3, Dragon Warriors. This is one of my favorite games on Nintendo, period. I love it. And my favorite Mario, Super Mario 2. I feel like it's super underrated. Also, this is one of the cleanest boxes for this I've ever seen. It's so clean and beautiful. Look at that box art. This is when companies actually put some fucking time into it. Like, the clouds wrap around the entire package. That's so cool. And I guess next I will go with the consoles because they're right here. So I'm going to do the Japanese consoles with these if I own them. Also, these are dirty. Sorry. Don't blame me. I work 50 hours a week. You can't blame me. So I guess I'll start with Famicom since I don't own a lot for Famicom. These, well, aside from Arkanoid 2, which I actually did, I broke my stigma. I got this on a Whatnot auction at 3 a.m. while drunk for like $3 plus $1 shipping. Was it worth it? I don't know. I think the game goes for like $8, so not really, but it's cool. Arkanoid 2, Famicom. Then we have these, which are a gift from my brother Dakota. He is a good man. He went to Japan, and he got me Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball 3 on Famicom. Have yet to play either of them because, you know, I don't even have the cords for this. And also what's insane is in Japan you can buy these for super cheap. Here I've seen them go for up to like $60, $70 for really clean ones. This one's straight out of Japan and he paid USD $5 for it. And they work. He tested it in front of me. I just don't have the cords and I haven't had the time to really get them. But look at the controllers. They're like in really good condition. This is metal, which is really cool. I never knew that. I never held one that wasn't like on a shelf in a game store. yeah, this thing's sweet. I really appreciate him for giving this to me. Then I have 2 regular NESs. The bottom one's one that I've had for years. I bought this for like $50, and I've loved it. I repinned it, so it's all really clean on the inside. It's been repinned, resoldered, everything. Now this one's special. There's a reason I own 2. I don't usually own 2 of anything unless they're like special editions. Also, focus, please. Yeah, there it goes. Or not, you know. But the reason I own this one is when my grandfather, it's about to be really a little sad, and you're gonna notice this as a pattern. When my grandfather passed away, me and my brother, aforementioned brother, split up his video game collection. This was my grandfather's NES. He played on this a ton. It works. It's a little spotty with the pins, but I kind of just want to keep it the way it was when he was around and playing his Nintendo. He bought this brand new, I think, when it first came out. I don't have the box, unfortunately. He had a couple of the boxes for some of the stuff I kept for him, but he did not have the box for this. It's kind of cracked up. It's dirty, but hey, I like it. Now we'll get into loose games. This one was also from my grandfather that died. Dungeons & Dragons Heroes of the Lance. And I actually think I have the booklet somewhere around. Maybe? No, I don't. I thought it was right here, but it's not. But yeah, this is Heroes of the Lance. It's a cool game. Again, never really played it because I haven't had the time, but Black Manta, also really clean. I actually have another one from my grandfather. He kept all the manuals most of the time. Some of the time. I'm gonna be real, some of the time. Ooh, Ninja Gaiden 2. I actually remember getting this because it was recently. This was at a flea market near me. My favorite flea market, actually. $10. Pretty decent deal. I don't know actually how much that goes for. I don't keep up on prices for things I keep. What's the point? I'm gonna keep it. Ooh, 3-pack. This came from my brother. I bought it from him recently because I didn't have this. It's Duck Hunt, Super Mario Bros. 1, and Track Meet. Never seen it. I knew it existed. Never found it in person though. It's not rare. It's just something cool. Ooh, another one from my grandfather. This is Punch Out. I've owned like 6 copies of this and sold it multiple times. I won't sell this one because it came from my grandfather, and I love Punch Out. And I've always wanted a copy that I could keep. He kept all of his stuff really nice, as you can see. Like, it's dusty, but like super nice. Blaster Master, another one from my grandfather. Dusty as hell because it sat in a box in his basement. Well, garage, not basement. Blaster Master, another one of my favorites. Used to own it sealed. Now I don't. This is King's Knight, and it has... what the fuck is this? The back of the box. I never knew that was in there. Is that the manual? No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's got the back of the Nintendo box, it looks like, that he cut off. Grandpa was a fucking character, I swear. Alright, another one from his collection. Fuck. How do I say that? What does that say? Section Z. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Another one from my grandfather. Ooh, Batman. Really fun game. Sunsoft was a cool company. And it has the instruction manual. Again, Grandpa. Dead. Hogan's Alley. This came from a comic book store that is local to me. I'm actually great friends with those guys. They are fucking awesome. Hogan's Alley, another great game. Karnov, another one from my grandfather. I've never played it, to be honest with you. Gauntlet 2, another one from Grandpa. R.I.P. Gauntlet 2, great game, by the way. Really cool game, never owned it, except for now. Rampage, looks like someone busted a nut on it. Oops, that was me. But Rampage, another good-ass game, classic arcade. The Guardian Legend, never played it, really never even heard of it. Another one from my grandfather. R.I.P. Pops. Double Dragon, another one from Grandpa. Oh my god. Double Dragon's great. It was a game that me and my brothers always played together, but it was on Sega Genesis, never on NES. Double Dragon 2, mainly. Mario, this is just classic. It came with everything. I never ripped the label off. I'm a lazy fuck. You get it. You're getting a pattern. It came with the console. I don't know what the fuck this is. That's part of it? 1993. That's a little late in the game for original Nintendo. Damn. Wizards and Warriors. I have played that. I actually like it a lot. Burger Time. Another classic arcade game. Another one from Grandpa. Same with the Wizards and Warriors. Metal Gear. Another one from Grandpa. You're noticing that I didn't have a lot of NES games before he passed away. Metal Gear. Another great game. Classic. Friday the 13th. I picked this up at a local magic shop, actually. I was playing Magic the Gathering, and he had a couple NES games and some figures and stuff, and I ended up picking this up. It's such a cool label. At the end, I'm going to pull my favorites out, my top 5 favorite games, and tell you the reasons. That's why I'm just running through them real quick. Plus, I don't want this to be a million hours long. Another one from Grandpa, RoboCop. Really cool. I love that box art. And Joust. Again, really cool box art. Alright, now I'm going to pull a couple out and talk about them a little bit. And why I like them so much. The story behind them and everything like that. And why I'm choosing them so... Alright, now we're set up. Super Mario 2, the reason I like it so much is, one, the story of how I got it, which was for $10 at a fucking Salvation Army. And two, because it was, me and my brothers never got along when I was young, but me and my brother that's 4 years older than me, or 8 years older than me, this was one of the games that me and him played a lot. This and Super Mario 3, but this one I specifically remember very fondly. Dragon Warrior. It has always been one of my favorite games on NES. When I used to work at a comic book store, I never heard of this game, but then we got a copy of it in an NES, and I played it for 4 hours straight through half of my shift. I got in trouble that day because I really enjoyed it, and then I found this copy at the same lot as the other two, Salvation Army, and I just fell in love with it. Alright, we're gonna get down to the brass tacks. So, the reason I like Punch-Out so much. It was a game that when my grandfather was terminal, we played this a lot together. He was so good at Punch-Out. It was ridiculous. He showed me up in every way. And every time I look at this specific copy, which was his, it brings me back to that moment when we hooked that system up, that one right there, and we played for hours, forgetting about all the things that were wrong. And I just love it. And then Friday the 13th, I really just like the cover art. The game is okay, but that cover art, every time I see it, it just brings me a little bit of joy. I love it. It's very pretty. It's just such a cool design. And then you can't go wrong with Rampage. I have a bar I go to with my buddy, and when we drink a lot, there's arcade games there and pool. And where my dexterity is too bad for pool, which is often, can't play pool sober. So this is my go-to. They have an arcade cabinet Rampage, and I fucking love it. And it's so good and everything. is just, it feels good. It feels good. I've always loved Rampage, and I am just happy to have it. But that is the first episode of this, and we'll do a quick overview just to show you. And I have one question for everyone here that I'd like to see in the comments. What is your favorite NES game, and why? And it doesn't need to be like your favorite game that you played. Tell me your favorite cartridge and why. It could be a family story, or it could be by looks like I gave on Friday the 13th. It could be anything. Just tell me what you liked about it so much. And with that, y'all have a great day. This has been Misfit. You have Fuck. I'm about to sneeze, sorry. Fuck. Y'all have an amazing day. And I'll love to respond to you in the comments. Peace.